Well, if you're a hater of the Brie, the debate will be focused on if this is the worst MCU film of all time. I think, as always with Brie Larson, people like to exaggerate a little bit, perhaps. Could it be one of the worst ones? Maybe. It definitely will be probably very low ranked among the 30 plus films we now have. So it is not a strong entry. I'd even say it's actually a little weaker than the first Captain Marvel, if that's possible. And the problems with that film are kind of being magnified here, that we do have a character, but it's very, very thin. And although it seems like the film's going to promise to add more to Brie Larson and Captain Marvel, really nothing much happens with the character. Not much happens even with the world building, except for one key detail, which I won't spoil here, about, yes, the X-Men. I'm just going to leave that vague. But yes, it was very interesting to see a connection with the X-Men in the MCU. And is it worth paying a ticket for? You'll have to decide that for yourself. But in terms of the main story, it is very, very bland, very generic, and extremely disappointing. So basically, there are just two main conflicts. One is that Monica, for whatever reason, touches a black hole and causes Brie and Kamala to be entangled with her, and their powers switch back and forth, their bodies switch back and forth. That's one main challenge, and the other challenge is crazy Kree lady gets a band of power, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. That's about it. Oh, we see the Flurkins, we see Nick Fury, Kamala's family appears, they make some good jokes. That is about it. This really could have been a very short episode on Disney Plus, but instead it's a very, very long episode with, yes, some funny scenes. Give them that, but really for most of it, it is just Brie being stoic until she breaks down near the end and says, "I'm not who you think I am. I'm weaker than you think I am. I did something bad." And that lasts about literally 2 minutes. And Monica and Kamala reassure her, "No, it's fine, Brie. It's fine to be a Brie. It's a tough world for the Brie." And Brie agrees, saying, "Yes, it is tough for me." And that is literally it. That is the film in a nutshell. That is all the story built up to. Is Brie Larson going to get over the pain of being Brie Larson? And Brie Larson does get over the pain. She feels the pain. So it's not bad acting. It just feels like for about 2 hours, that's all we got. I mean, the fight scenes are okay-ish. They're not great. And they did actually do a good job with the villain. They built her up fairly well. But it does feel like we're missing quite literally a third to half a film. You may not have any clue where you are. If you literally just take 1 minute off viewing this, you will come back and they skip the whole planet. And you're like, wait, what? Where are we now? You better pay attention. Or you better not, because really you'll just be like, these details don't make any sense. They don't add up. Pretty incoherent mess. But I guess if you just want something fast like a burger in your mouth and you like Brie Larson, this will do it for you. If you want a little bit more substantive storytelling, we're not talking like the best Marvel films. We're just talking something like middle of the road. Like the first Captain Marvel film, this will be jaw-droppingly disappointing. Even by the first Captain Marvel standards, this was the lesser Marvel, even though they have more Marvels in this thing called the Marvels.